God is upset you have made a serious mistake. Solve this problem immediately. My beloved child. Don't skip, stay right here. Because what you're about to hear is not just another message, it's a wake-up call your soul has been trying to deliver for days. You've been feeling that strange heaviness in your chest lately, haven't you? That sudden silence in your mind, like someone higher has stopped smiling for a reason. It's not anger, it's disappointment, and it's coming from a place of love. Something happened recently, something that shifted the energy around you. A choice, a word, a reaction that might have seemed small, but it moved heaven's balance. And now, the divine wants you to fix it before it multiplies. Don't skip, listen carefully. Because this moment right now, yes, this exact second, is your window to make it right. Heaven hasn't closed the door yet, it's waiting for your realization. Stay till the end, because if you understand what this truly means, your entire destiny can still be redirected before the next sunrise. It wasn't about failure. It was about ignoring that quiet inner voice that whispered, "Stop." You thought you could delay the truth, but divine timing doesn't delay, it only waits for a heart humble enough to listen. You promised yourself you'd change, that you'd stay aligned with your purpose. But somewhere along the way, you lost focus, maybe through distractions, maybe through hurt. Now, that inner silence you feel isn't emptiness, it's heaven pausing to let you realize what's gone missing. Don't scroll. Because what you feel as confusion is actually a divine test. Heaven only goes quiet when it's teaching something deep. You were meant to act differently that day. You were supposed to choose peace instead of pride, compassion instead of comparison. That was the turning point, the serious mistake the message speaks of. But listen, God is not condemning you. He's calling you back. The moment you acknowledge what went wrong, 1,000 angels start repairing what was broken in your timeline. Right now, as you breathe, something is being rewritten above you. The light you thought had dimmed is still glowing, waiting for your truth. My child, heaven doesn't want perfection, it wants honesty. That's why you're hearing this today. Because the one who sent this message knows, you still have time. Don't skip, the one who hurt you will soon apologize, and that will be your test of grace. Don't answer with bitterness, answer with calm silence. That's where your correction begins. There's one act you need to do tonight. Write down everything that's been haunting your thoughts lately, the guilt, the doubt, the "I wish I hadn't done that." Read it out loud, and say, "I release this. I am forgiven." That simple act opens a gate you didn't even know existed. It cleanses your path from repeating the same mistake twice. Someone you hurt unknowingly is still carrying your words like a wound. When you make peace with that energy, heaven makes peace with your situation. Don't skip this moment. Because the person you once misunderstood might be the same one God placed in your destiny for healing. Something big is aligning behind the scenes. An opportunity you thought was lost is about to reappear, but it will only stay if your heart is clean when it arrives. That's why this correction is urgent. You'll notice strange signs tonight, maybe a flicker in the light, a repeated number, or a sudden familiar scent. These are confirmations that heaven is near. Stay till the end, because this is not punishment, it's preparation. You're being refined, not rejected. Archangel Michael says, the storm around you was not meant to destroy, it was meant to reveal where your foundation was weak. Strengthen it now. You may not see it yet, but your apology, even the silent one whispered to heaven, will heal a cycle that's been haunting your family for years. That's why the spiritual weight has been so strong lately. You're not just fixing one error, you're cleansing generations. Don't scroll, because what you do in the next 24 hours decides whether that heaviness lifts or deepens. And the good news? It can lift. Right now. You have to realign your thoughts. Speak truth again. Stop replaying what went wrong, and start acting on what feels right. Heaven doesn't count mistakes, it counts how quickly you return home. A message is being written in light right now. It says, forgiveness activates fortune. Once you fix what's broken within, what's lost in your outer world returns multiplied. That's why this isn't just about emotion, it's about divine correction. Every moment you resist negativity, every time you choose patience instead of reaction, your path repairs itself like golden threads weaving back together. Stay till the end, because you're almost through the hardest part. The tears you cried were not wasted, they watered the next chapter that's about to bloom. My beloved child, the angels saw your pain. They saw the regret, the sleepless nights, the fear that you might have disappointed heaven. But they also saw the courage, the quiet, unspoken desire to do better next time. That's what matters most. Not the mistake, but the moment you choose to rise from it. And now, divine mercy is closer than your next breath. Don't skip. Within 72 hours, something you thought you ruined will suddenly work out. That's the sign that your correction has been received in heaven. There will be whispers, small intuitive nudges guiding you toward certain people or actions. Follow them without hesitation. That's how heaven speaks after forgiveness. You'll start noticing peace replacing confusion, calm replacing chaos. This is not the end of your story, it's the rewrite. The serious mistake wasn't meant to define you, it was meant to awaken you. And now that you've heard this message, your real journey begins. Don't scroll, don't skip, breathe deeply. Because right now, heaven is smiling again. A new door will open this week, something unexpected but divinely timed. Walk through it without fear. Don't let guilt stop you from receiving grace. God's love was never withdrawn, it was only waiting for your awareness. From this moment forward, speak kindly, act gently, and trust deeply. Because what's about to happen next will prove that even your biggest mistake was a setup for redemption. And when it happens, you'll understand. The reason this message reached you today is because heaven never gave up on you. Stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you. Your correction has already begun. Now walk in peace, because God's heart has softened again. My beloved child. Don't skip, because this next part carries the moment where everything shifts. What you're feeling right now, that sudden warmth in your chest, it's heaven responding to your decision to correct what was wrong. Every tear that touched your pillow last night has been counted. And every thought you sent upward, even the ones you didn't have words for, has been received. You're not alone, divine hands are already rearranging what once felt impossible to repair. Stay till the end, because this is where your breakthrough starts breathing. The same situation that once embarrassed you will now become your testimony. That's how heaven balances pain, it recycles your mistakes into miracles. There's someone who's been carrying silent pain because of you. You may not even know it consciously, but their heart has been aching for closure. In the next few days, you'll feel an urge to reach out, or a situation will arise where you'll be face to face again. That's your divine moment to make peace. Don't let pride speak, let peace speak for you. Because when you choose humility in that moment, the vibration around your life rises instantly. Heaven opens new gates only for those who learn to bow before light. Don't skip this chance. You're being guided not by punishment, but by purpose. Everything that fell apart was meant to remove the noise so you could finally hear the whisper. Something strange will happen after you take that step. You'll feel lighter, not just emotionally, but spiritually. It will be like breathing clean air after years of holding in your breath. Archangel Michael says, "This is not about guilt anymore, it's about restoration." The divine correction is complete once you've learned the lesson and chosen love instead of blame. Now, your new story begins. Don't scroll. Because this is where many people stop and turn away, but you're not like them. You were chosen to break the pattern that others ignored. Tonight, write these words: I am ready to walk in peace. I am ready to rebuild. Say them 3 times out loud, not as a ritual, but as a declaration. Because the moment you speak them, the spiritual fog begins to clear. You'll start seeing little synchronicities, like certain songs playing at just the right time, or a random message that matches your exact thought. That's heaven confirming, you're back on track. And the universe will now align things faster than you expect. Stay till the end, the one who doubted you will soon recognize your growth. They will silently admire the peace radiating from you, without you saying a word. That's the real power of divine correction, silent transformation. Something else is coming too, a blessing you thought you didn't deserve anymore. It's been waiting patiently in a higher realm for your heart to heal. Now, that door is unlocking. The same energy that once brought you guilt will now bring you grace. You'll receive unexpected messages, offers, or even money connected to what was once lost. Don't question it, it's heaven's way of saying, we trust you again. Don't skip, because this is the season of silent miracles. They won't arrive with noise or chaos, they'll slip in quietly, just like this message found you. Watch how peace becomes your magnet for divine restoration. My beloved child. You've passed a test most people fail, the test of self-awareness. You didn't run away from your mistake, you faced it. And that's what heaven calls maturity. You're being elevated because you chose truth over ego. That's why the air feels different right now, it's filled with approval from above. In the next few days, something you've been waiting for will return to your life. Not as a coincidence, but as confirmation. It will remind you that divine justice always comes after repentance. Archangel Michael whispers again, do not fear what's next, for what's next is your reward. Every shadow that followed you will fade once light enters without resistance. The key was never in perfection, it was in your willingness to grow. Now, heaven is preparing to reintroduce you to blessings that were temporarily withheld. People who once ignored you will suddenly sense your new energy and return with respect. That's the result of divine correction, restoration with honor. Don't skip this part. This is your re-entry into favor. This is your divine comeback. Something inside you will start to change, your thoughts, your pace, even the way you breathe. You'll start feeling grounded again, more certain, more aware. That's because heaven's peace has taken residence in your heart. When you wake up tomorrow, it will feel lighter than it has in months. You'll notice how the same world looks different, softer, clearer. Because now, you're not seeing through guilt, you're seeing through grace. Don't scroll, your healing has activated your harvest. The same energy that once broke you is now bowing to your renewal. You've turned pain into prayer, and prayer into power. The angels are marking this very hour in your timeline. From this moment, the mistake that once held you down no longer defines you. You've entered a season of divine rewriting, where heaven uses even your wrong turns to guide you home. You'll soon meet someone new or reconnect with someone significant. They will be part of your new chapter. This person will carry light energy, wisdom, and genuine care. They are a divine replacement for what you lost. Don't skip, that meeting is sacred. It will feel ordinary at first, but the energy will confirm it's orchestrated by heaven itself. Your path is finally aligned again. And when it happens, you'll look back and realize the serious mistake wasn't your end, it was your awakening. Without it, you would have never learned compassion, patience, and peace. So, don't regret it anymore. Be thankful that you were guided to correct it before it became irreversible. Because now, your correction has turned into a blessing chain that will touch everything connected to your name. Stay till the end, because the story isn't over. It's just transforming into something you could never have imagined. The universe is rewriting your name in gold. My beloved child. Don't skip, because this is the phase where invisible mercy starts taking visible shape. The correction you made in silence has begun echoing across every dimension connected to your destiny. The angels have moved, the energy has shifted, and the atmosphere around your life is no longer the same. You may not see lightning or hear trumpets, but your surroundings are already changing. The peace you're feeling right now is not coincidence, it's confirmation. Stay till the end, because what's about to unfold will prove that heaven rewards in layers, not in noise. The blessing won't arrive as a sudden explosion, but as small signs that grow stronger each hour. And each one will whisper, "You fixed it in time." This morning, you may wake up and notice subtle beauty, maybe the sunlight looks warmer, or the air feels softer. That's not nature, that's grace aligning with you again. Heaven has restored your inner balance, and that shift is radiating into your outer world. You'll start receiving messages, compliments, or invitations that seem random. They're not. They're heaven's coded signals of reconciliation with your timeline. Every opportunity that was blocked is quietly repositioning itself to find you again. Don't scroll. Because this is the silent miracle zone most people miss by moving too fast. You're standing exactly where divine timing wants you to be, still, open, and aware. A person you thought had forgotten you completely will soon think of you. They may send a short message, or you might hear their name somewhere unexpectedly. That will be the first visible ripple of your spiritual correction. This reconnection isn't about the past, it's about closure and peace. Heaven doesn't repeat old cycles, it rewrites them with wisdom. That's why this time, the conversation will carry understanding instead of blame. Don't skip this moment, because it's sacred. It's proof that you've healed beyond emotion, you've reached acceptance. And acceptance is what attracts restoration. Something beautiful happens when you forgive yourself. Your vibration rises so high that even situations that once drained you can no longer touch your peace. That's where you are now, in the field of grace where every lost thing starts finding its way back. You'll notice your creativity returning, your focus sharpening, your heart feeling younger. Because divine forgiveness rejuvenates the soul. It erases invisible fatigue that years of guilt had planted deep inside. Stay till the end, because the real surprise hasn't shown itself yet. You're about to witness how the same energy that once brought lessons will now bring elevation. Heaven never wastes pain, it reinvests it into miracles. In the coming nights, your dreams will carry symbols. Don't ignore them, they are messages sent to show how close your miracle is. Maybe you'll see a door opening, water flowing, or light surrounding your name. Those are confirmations that divine favor has returned to your side. When that happens, speak softly upon waking, "Thank you for rewriting my story." That phrase keeps the door of blessing open wide. Don't scroll, because what's happening to you now is bigger than your awareness. The unseen realm is rearranging connections, opportunities, and timing on your behalf. Heaven moves in silence but manifests in clarity. You'll soon experience what I call the divine reversal. Something that was meant to harm your peace will instead serve your progress. That's how God shows mercy, by turning pain into purpose. It might come as a job offer, a letter, or even a financial blessing that arrives unexpectedly. Don't question where it came from, accept it with gratitude. Because what's happening is your energy debt being repaid in abundance. Stay till the end, because this reversal will shock even those who underestimated you. They'll wonder how you recovered so fast, but you'll know the truth. It wasn't luck. It was mercy disguised as timing. My beloved child, heaven is smiling again. Not because you're perfect, but because you learned. And that is the highest form of worship, awareness turned into action. The lesson you lived through has opened a new season of effortless flow. The right people will find you now, without you chasing. The right doors will open, without you knocking. Archangel Michael says, when truth replaces pride, favor replaces struggle. That's exactly what's unfolding for you now, divine ease. You've stepped out of punishment and into purpose. There will be a moment this week when everything feels still. No noise, no chaos, just a quiet sense that something beautiful is forming. That silence is your blessing assembling itself in the unseen. Don't rush it. Don't fear it. Just trust it. Because when that silence breaks, it will release a miracle that fits your name perfectly. You will feel it in your bones, peace deeper than words. Don't skip, your life is being recalibrated to its highest potential. Everything you lost will now return purified. Everything that confused you will now make sense. By now, your energy is different. The angels can finally align with your frequency again. That's why new ideas, chances, and people are beginning to appear one after another. When you notice these moments, pause and say softly, "I'm ready." Because readiness is heaven's language for manifestation. And right now, you're fluent in it. Don't scroll, stay here a little longer. Because in the next few days, something divine will confirm this message. It could be through a call, a sign, or a sudden peace that feels supernatural. This isn't coincidence. This is your correction turning into celebration. You were never meant to be punished, you were meant to be purified. Every delay, every disappointment, every tear was a classroom of grace. And now, you're graduating into a level where you no longer repeat lessons, you teach through example. Your life itself becomes a testimony. My beloved child. Don't skip now, you've reached the sweetest point of your story, where heaven begins to give back everything you lost. Every quiet act of correction, every humble word you spoke, has turned into light that's gathering around you. You may not see it with your eyes yet, but it's already moving. Doors that were locked for years are starting to click open one by one. The people who once turned their backs are suddenly remembering your name with warmth. Stay till the end. Because what's unfolding is not random good luck, it's the divine repayment of a soul that dared to grow. You've stepped into the corridor where lessons transform into rewards. At first, the changes will appear small. A delay suddenly clears. A message arrives exactly when you need it. But every small moment is part of a larger orchestration. The universe is repositioning you into a timeline where effort meets grace. You've become magnetic to opportunities that carry your signature frequency. Don't scroll, this is sacred ground. The energy you're standing in now is what prophets once called favor. And it clings to you like sunlight after rain. There will be one particular morning soon when you'll wake up smiling for no reason. That's not coincidence, that's your spirit finally resting in divine approval. The burden you carried has been lifted from the unseen level. You'll feel lighter walking, speaking, even breathing. People will notice a glow they can't describe. That glow is evidence of reconciliation between your soul and heaven. Stay till the end, because the most unexpected part is coming. Your correction didn't just bless you, it unlocked favor for those connected to you. Family, friends, even strangers will benefit from your alignment. Archangel Michael says, "Grace never travels alone, it multiplies wherever it lands." That means your household will soon experience a wave of peace you couldn't create by yourself. Arguments will fade, misunderstandings will soften, and healing will ripple quietly through conversations. You'll notice laughter returning to rooms that had gone silent. You'll feel harmony rebuilding in places that once carried tension. That's the signature of divine restoration, peace blooming where chaos used to live. Don't skip, breathe this in. You're living proof that one humble heart can shift an entire atmosphere. That's why heaven chose you for this transformation. Soon, your material world will catch up with your spiritual growth. Bills once delayed will be paid effortlessly. Projects that kept stalling will suddenly gain momentum. It will seem like coincidence, but it's not. It's mercy translated into motion. The divine accountant is settling every imbalance created during your struggle. Stay till the end. Because one major opportunity, something with your name, your skill, your heart, is approaching silently. It's not coming to test you, it's coming to crown you. My beloved child, this is where celebration replaces correction. You've completed the cycle of guilt and entered the rhythm of gratitude. Every time you whisper, "Thank you," heaven multiplies what you already have. So keep gratitude on your lips, it's the key that keeps blessings flowing. When you wake, say, "Thank you." When you rest, say, "Thank you." Gratitude is not just manners, it's divine currency. It keeps your blessings fresh and expanding. And right now, your spiritual account is overflowing. Don't scroll, this part matters. Within 7 days, a sign will arrive, maybe a letter, a call, or a name spoken in perfect timing. That moment will mark the full circle of your journey, mistake awareness correction reward. You'll feel a deep peace that words can't touch. That's how you'll know you've made it through the test. No more repeating lessons, only living proof that grace wins. And when you realize that, smile quietly. Because heaven is applauding in silence. You've turned divine disappointment into divine delight. Stay till the end, the reward is not a single event, it's a lifetime of new alignment. Walk gently. Speak kindly. And remember, every time you choose peace, another door opens. The story that began with a serious mistake now ends with a radiant truth. You were never disqualified, you were being refined. And the refinement has made you unstoppable.